Have you ever asked yourself, why can't I stop thinking about him or them? They laugh, he laughed, or maybe you did. The conversations are over. The texts have stopped. You have deleted his or their number more times than you can count. Try to stay busy. Try to focus on yourself. But somehow, he or they will sneak into your thought in the middle of the night, during the happiest moment, even when you should be moving on. Here's the part, and that make it worse. You don't want to think about him or them anymore, but you are, and it's driving you crazy. Let me tell you something that might just change everything for you. You're not weak, you're not crazy, and you're definitely not alone. And there's a reason someone stay in your mind long after they are gone. And it's not always about love, heartbreak, or missing them. It's about you, your pain, your attachment, your inner world trying to make sense of everything that feel real, intense, and maybe unfinished. The truth? Sometimes you might hold on to someone because there is a lesson there, a wound you haven't looked at it yet, a versions of yourself that still live in that connection. This is not about them. This is all about you and your healing. You ever notice how they show up in your thought at random moments? When you're working, laughing, trying to move forward, then suddenly, there they are. A memory, a feeling, their name, their smile. Your heart sinks, your energy shifts. You feel like you are back where you started. This is a silent battle between your thought and your desire to be free. It's exhausting, right? But listen closely. You're not thinking about them. You are thinking about how they represent a moment, a versions of yourself, a feeling of being seen, or maybe a pain you never heal from yet. And your mind is just trying to process it all. Let's talk about energy, because emotional attachment is more than just missing someone. It's about energy exchange. Every time you open up to them, every conversation, every laugh, every vulnerable moment, that was your energy being shared. And energy doesn't just disappear, it lingers, especially if you never consciously took it back. But here's the truth. Just because the connection was real doesn't mean it's still serving you. Sometimes we don't miss the person. We miss the feeling they give us. Validation, comfort, passion, identity, stability, safety. You gave them emotional access. Now it's time to take back. One of the hardest reasons someone stay in your mind is the unfinished story. No closure, no goodbye, just silence. A connection that stopped but never really end. And your mind, it hates that. It wants resolution. So it replays the conversation. Imagine different ending. Hold on to the hope. And here's the hard truth you need to hear. Closure doesn't always come from them. Sometimes closure is a choice you have to make for yourself. Not because they explain, but because you decide. You have waited long enough for someone who has already gone in your life. Sometimes it's not even love anymore. It's just a habit. You have thought about them so often. Your brain treats them like a routine. Their memory is now part of your daily thought cycle and overthinking. It takes that to a whole new other level. You dissect every word, replay every text, wonder, did I do something wrong? Did they care at all? But the truth is, overthinking doesn't give you the answer. It just gives you exhaustion. You are not finding the truth. You are feeding the cycle. And the only way to break it is your awareness. Start catching yourself. Ask, is this thought helping me grow, or is it keeping me stuck? Then choose to redirect it. Not because it's easy, but because you are ready. You are ready to move on. Now let's go deeper. What if the reason they are still in your head is because your subconscious mind is trying to teach you something? Maybe they're not here to be loved again. Maybe they're here to remind you of a wound you still need to heal. Maybe they trigger a fear, a need, a part of yourself you have ignored. Your mind isn't obsessed with them. It is obsessed with understanding why they impact you so deeply. So instead of asking, why can't I forget them? Ask, what are they showing me about myself? Because healing doesn't come from erasing people. It comes from listening the truth behind their presence. So now what? Now you reclaim your energy. You say, I honor what we share. I learn from it. But I no longer give you space in my mind, in my heart. You are just a memory, not a master. You are part of my past, not my present, and absolutely not my future. I take my power back. It is not about being cold. It is about being clear. It is about choosing your peace over the memory. And yes, it will take time, but every time you choose the present over obsession, clarity over confusion, you step closer to emotional freedom. So here is the truth you need to hear. You are not broken for thinking about them. You are human. You're just human. But you are so powerful. And you get to decide when their stories stop running in your life. They may have left, but your healing, that is still in your hand. So breathe now and let go. Forgive what wasn't said. And remember, the person you need the most right now is you. And I'll see you in my next video.